Welcome back. We live in a time where the word narcissist seems to roll off our tongues almost as frequently as the most commonly used words in the English language, the, of, or and even. Everyone is deemed a narcissist or narcissistic these days, and it's a shame. It seriously minimizes the ones who suffer and who do suffer in relationships where there is a partner, a parent, a sibling, a boss, a coworker, whomever actually is the legit narcissist. The pain and the abuse that some of these people live with is real, and it's not to be diminished. We all have selfish tendencies. Hello, welcome to being a human. We all need to get out of ourselves sometimes. This does not define you as a narcissist, but there are some common characteristics that narcissistic individuals share, and these may help. They may help you determine whether your loved one, or sometimes hard to love one, is in fact a narcissist. Once a person accepts that they are actually a narcissist, they can begin to work through their distress and learn to live with and deal with life in more of a functional, a positive, and a productive manner. We all should become more aware and educated so that we can protect ourselves and our loved ones, instead of pointing fingers and labeling others. Narcissism is actually measured on a continuum, and it never stays at one fixed point on that spectrum. Depending on what triggers or stresses one may be encountering at a certain time will determine the narcissist's reactions and behaviors. This can be confusing because having slight narcissistic tendencies is not a bad thing. We all need to make sure that we take care of ourselves physically and mentally. Being selfish is not all bad until it is. When it causes distress and affects relationships in a negative way, that's when we need to reach out and ask for help. People diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD, have reached a portion of this spectrum where it's considered an illness. And we tend to believe that narcissists are aggressive, self-centered, egomaniacs. They're so in love with themselves that there is little room for anyone else. And this couldn't be further from the truth. Behind every narcissist is an insecure, sometimes self-loathing, not a lick of empathy to be found, and a very, very empty person. They lack confidence and they do not handle criticism well at all. They are incapable of giving love, but obsess over receiving the attention and affection that they crave and that they need to upkeep their fake self-image. It's never them that's a problem, it's always somebody else. Accountability for their behavior is completely off the table. They're far too busy pointing fingers in every other direction but their own. So it's clear that narcissists have a difficult time in relationships. That doesn't mean that doesn't just mean a significant other. They struggle at work, school, with friends, siblings, parents, and their own families too. It is still uncertain as to which part of the brain contributes to NPD, or if it stems from chemical imbalances, according to the Mayo Clinic. Therefore, there are no FDA-approved drugs to treat it, unfortunately. The current treatment is therapy, which creates its own problem with NPD people, as they often don't seek help or want help, or even admit that there was a problem to begin with. So, what are the common characteristics that narcissists share? Let's get to it. A narcissist, like I said earlier, lacks empathy, is unwilling to recognize the needs and feelings of others. They feel that they are entitled and expect special treatment and unquestioning compliance. Their sense of self-importance is exaggerated, and they require constant admiration. They come across as arrogant individuals. They monopolize conversations and have difficulty listening to what other people have to say. A person with narcissistic tendencies has a hard time regulating their emotions. Tantrums are pretty common. They are very jealous people and envious of others, and that they believe others are envious of them. They gaslight you. They make you question yourself and your sanity. They like to project what's going on with them onto you. They are masters at distorting reality. They also tend to get pleasure out of other people's pain and are known for their exploitative behaviors and actions. Narcissists are preoccupied with fantasies of limitless success and power. They often have very few, if any, long-term friends. That's a red flag. And you will not win. They are great debaters and very comfortable arguing. They go on and on with their version of the truth, and they are never wrong. Treatment for a narcissistic personality disorder is usually psychotherapy or talk therapy. And this is where things get sticky because, as mentioned before, they don't ever think anything's wrong with them, so they rarely seek help. How can we effectively deal with the narcissist in our lives? Well, for number one, do not engage. If you need to, just say the bare minimum. Do not put yourself in a vulnerable position. Number two, maintain realistic expectations so you won't be shocked and you'll be less disappointed. This can help you mentally and physically prepare. Number three, accept the situation for what it is. Number four, set boundaries and stick to them. Very important. Number five, manage the impact and be prepared. And number six, if you're abused, you need to seek help. The National Domestic Abuse Hotline is a great one to reach out to. You are not alone. Narcissists are extremely charming. They can fool the best of us. But as soon as you do something that disappoints them or angers them, they will turn on you. Be reminded that their behavior and the way they react to you has really nothing to do with you. They have been triggered, and they will act out and punish you for their lack of self-confidence. They're looking for a reaction from you, and when they get it, they almost get off and find satisfaction in the power that they have to affect you. The more knowledge that we have, the more empowered we become. You can change your situation if you find yourself in a relationship with a narcissist. You don't have to endure this alone. And there are people that are ready and willing to listen and to help you. You just need to muster the courage and ask for help. You can do it.